I'm Kemur Salatan and I'm going to discuss the pre-martial law and martial law period, timeline and selected excerpt from primary sources about the events leading to the declaration of martial law. On January 2, 1970, State of National Address or SUNA of the President Marcos, a joint session of Congress was held in Manila, Rizal. A student protest organized by Edgar Japson of Ateneo de Manila University, representing the National Union of Students of the Philippines or NUSP, urged the government from a non-partisan constitutional convention to replace the 1935 Constitution. Radical youth groups including Kabataang Makabayan or KM and Samahang Demokratiko ng Kabataan or SDK participated. January 30, 1970, Battle of Menjola and Manila. Faculty, student protests organized by the University of the Philippines and the Philippines College of Commerce, now is the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, condemned the violent dispersal of students during the January 26 SUNA. Violence erupted in front of Malacanang Palace, resulting in the death of 4 students. This event highlights the escalating tension and growing unrest leading up the declaration of martial law. First quarter storm, January to March 1970. A series of protests during the first quarter of 1970 reflecting the worsening economic conditions in the country. These demonstrations contributed to the growing social and political instability that ultimately led to martial law. September 21, 1972. President Marcos declares martial law, aiming to regain control and stability. This decision paved the way for the ratification of the 1973 Philippines Constitution and the establishment of the new society o Bagong Lipunan. February 1 up to 9 on 1971, Diliman Communion, UP Diliman, Quezon City, as student protests and solidarity with jeepney drivers who staged a strike due to rising oil prices. The University of the Philippines campus was barricaded by students for 9 days. The Philippines Constabulary intervened to quell the event. The student barricaded the campus, creating makeshift weapons and received community support. The student utilized the University Radio Station or DZUP to broadcast updates and publish their own newspapers. Bandilang Pula to document and disseminate information about the protests. The communion demonstrated the strength of student and community organization in the face of political and economic pressure. Plaza Miranda bombing, August 21, 1971. A bombing incident during a political rally of Liberal Party senatorial candidates. President Marcos blamed the Communist Party of the Philippines, but conflicting accounts suggest other possibility. Proclamation 889A, amended and issued by President Marcos on August 30, 1971. This proclamation amended the scope of Proclamation 889, suspending the right of habeas corpus in certain cases, issued on August 21, 1971 in response to the Plaza Miranda bombing. The amendment specifically addressed the Communist Party of the Philippines or the CPP alleged effort to expand its influence and overthrow the government. It cited the atmosphere of lawlessness and the CPP Marxist-Leninist ideology as justification for the suspension of habeas corpus. President Marcos used the bombing as a pretext to further suppress political dissent and consolidate his power. Proclamation number 1081, issued by President Ferdinand Marcos on September 21, 1972, declared martial law in the Philippines. It was justified by citing threats of rebellion, lawlessness, and communist insurgency, including events like the Plaza Miranda bombing and rising activities of the CPP and NPA. Martial law allowed Marcos to suspend civil liberties, consolidate power, and suppress opposition, leading to an era of the authoritarian rule.